Hi everybody, it's Jamie Chen, Registered Migration Agent at ONEderland Consulting. I hope you are all keeping safe, sound and healthy. The situation for international students recently has not been great. There are many international students that are having to continue their studies online because they are unable to enter Australia due to the border being closed. You may think that this is not the time to apply for a student visa or start a course at an Australian university if you will be doing your studies remotely. However, this might be a much better opportunity than you think. At the moment, there are a number of universities offering discounts on their courses because international students are unable to attend courses in person. And the immigration department is still granting student visas offshore at the moment, even though you will be unable to enter Australia until borders reopen. It seems most likely that international students will not be able to get into Australia until late 2022. However, some states and territories have been discussing programs to bring in limited numbers of students before then. Although the situation is different when applying for a student visa now, you will still have to meet the visa eligibility guidelines and requirements. These still include adequate health insurance and proof of sufficient funds, even though you will not be able to enter the country for the time being. For your student visa subclass 500 application, you will need to provide confirmation of enrollment or COE letter, which will be provided by your university that you have been accepted. As mentioned earlier, you will need to show proof of funds and have adequate health insurance. You will have to evidence a certain level of English language skills through an English test, generally the IELTS test. However, other tests such as TOEFL are accepted as well. You can see what tests are accepted and what scores are necessary at the link provided in the description. Now, you may include family members on your student visa application, whether they intend to come with you when the borders reopen or even at a later date. However, be aware if they do plan on coming at a later date, they must still be included in the original application. So we can see that you are still able to apply or in some cases get a discount on fees at the moment. It will be most likely doing the first year of your course online outside of Australia. If you are looking at this visa as a pathway to a working visa and PR, then you should consider the course you are taking and where the university you are applying to is located. If you live in the study at a campus in a designated regional area, then you will score more points on your points test. As a general skill migration or GSM category of visas will be your best chance of post-study PR. Maximizing your points will give you best opportunity. You will also be able to obtain PR through the employer-sponsored visa pathway. We will be discussing both options in this video. Also, when you pick your course of study, you should refer to the skill occupation list, especially the priority migration list known as PMSOL, to consider how your course will lead to a job on the skill occupation list, as this will also increase your chances. Some of the most in-demand occupations are in the IT, engineering, hospitality, and tourism and business services. Once you have completed your studies, the next step from there will be first to apply for a temporary graduate visa subclass 485. This will give 18 months up to 4 years, depending on the stream, to gain work experience in Australia. If you're going for temporary graduate visa to a GSM category visa, the first step you should take is to find a nominated occupation from the skilled occupation list relevant to your degree and obtain a skill assessment. You will need to find the relevant skill assessment authority for your chosen occupation. The purpose of this is so that they can make sure that your skills are up to the industry standard of Australia. Once you have done your skill assessment, then you can apply through the Skills Select program, which is an online portal where you can submit your credentials for assessment for a skilled visa through what is called an expression of interest or EOI. That is where your points will be calculated and tallied for the points-based test. You will need to be at least score 65 to be considered. You can find links in the description to calculate your current points and read about how you can maximize your points. From here, we'll be talking about 2 different work visas, which can be your pathway to PR after you complete your studies. The first we'll be going through is the Skilled Independent Visa, subclass 189. Once you have submitted your EOI with the intention of applying for the 189, if you score enough points and there are available places under your nominated occupation, then you will receive an invitation from an employer, after which you will have 60 days for you to apply for the 189 visa. This visa will then let you live and work anywhere in Australia, sponsor family members for PR, and eventually becomes a citizen. The second visa option we'll go through is the Employee Nomination Scheme Visa Subclass 186, which has multiple streams. But for the purpose of this video, we'll be talking about the direct entry stream. You will have to be nominated by an employer to be eligible for this visa. Generally, this will be achieved by applying for a job at that employer first, or having maybe worked part-time for the company. Your job must be on the skilled occupation list, but unlike the 189, you will need to submit an EOI. The 186 visa will give you PR the day it is granted and allow you to sponsor eligible family members for various Australian visas. You will need to have 3 years of full-time work experience in the relevant field, which is where the temporary graduate visa will be useful after you complete your studies to allow you to gain the related work experience. So, you can see even though there has been a lot of negative news surrounding the situation of international students at the moment, which has put people off, there is actually an opportunity at the moment to start your pathway towards a work visa and eventually PR. With some universities offering discounts due to low enrollment levels, you could look for a fast-track degree that will take 2 years to complete, preferably in the regional area. You will be able to maximize your time and points. Start your migration journey now. Whether you are a recent high school graduate looking at Australia for university choices, best to start with a pathway in mind. Maybe you are older and already have a bachelor degree. Well, this can be a chance to go for a master's degree or further qualifications that could lead you to a job opportunities in Australia. Even if you are older and never went to university, this could be a chance to migrate and build a future in Australia. Basically, it's a chance for everyone right now, like I say, to start their migration journey. We can help guide you on every single step of this journey and show you all different pathways and streams that will help you achieve the future you want. As always, thank you for watching. You can find our contact info in the description and comments, or drop me a comment or questions in the comment section. I'll reply to you as soon as possible.